needed some. I needed some. You needed some. I think the only person who consistently has problems is students.
I think we are live. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. Ah, yes, I think there's some people watching. Okay. So, hello karate at home. We are going to get started in just a moment. I just want to double check that I can definitely see. I'm definitely, yes, okay. Okay, so hi everybody. This is the training for today. We're going 5 till 6. We're going to do a warm-up now. The warm-up's going to be quite an intense, vigorous warm-up. Then we're going to do some kicking exercises, some use of the knee with the hip, and then a cool down at the end and some drills all in between. So we'll just do a quick bow. I like to do the bow to start off, even virtually. Shomani, right? Sensei ni, right? Us. Otagani, right? Us. Okay, jump, jump. Backwards and forwards. Jump on the balls of your feet, nice and relaxed, side to side. One leg forward. And change. Punch with your front hand. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich. Punch, cue, good. And change, other side, 10 more. Ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rook, sich, touch, cue, good. And change, keep moving, keep relaxed, keep bouncing. Front knee up, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rook, sich, touch, cue, good. Change leg. Ready, ich, ni, sam, shi, go, rook, sich, touch, cue, good. Change leg, last one. So just Gakkazuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, touch, cue, good. Change leg. Keep breathing, keep moving. Last 10. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, touch, cue, good. And relax. Stretch up. Tiptoe. Hands above your head. Stretch out as much as you can. And down. Stretch up again. Tiptoe. And down. Both arms forward. And backwards. In and out. One arm across your body, put your thumb to the floor. And change. One elbow behind your head. Try and keep your head upright when you do this. Try not to be down here. Try and have a straight back. If you're feeling quite comfy there and you could stretch some more, you pull down and you should feel a stretch through your back. And relax. Other arm back. And again, try and keep the head nice and straight, back nice and straight. And if you can go a little further, pull yourself across. And relax. Okay, hands together, roll your wrists. Okay, one leg front, other leg back. Just swing your leg up and down. Yeah, we'll start lower and eventually we'll get quite high. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And change leg. Ready? Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And relax. Just cross one foot over the other and swing your leg to the side. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And change leg. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And relax. Hip round. And away. So one leg forward again. We're going to be doing a lot of kicks today. So it's really important that we're really warmed up in the hip, warmed up in the knee, warmed up in the ankle. So we're going to keep going just for a little while. We're warming up the hips. So we're going to swing in a crescent. So you're going to come in and swing out to the side. We're going to do that 10 times. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And the reverse, so starting out and coming in. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And relax, change your leg. In and out. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. Last 10, reverse. Probably should have said earlier, but even if you can only get, say, to your hip height, yeah, or maybe even lower, that's fine as long as you're going to the end of your range of motion. So if you can only get to there, as long as that's where your stretch is, that's where it's hard for you, it's no problem. Ready? 10. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. And relax. Hip round again. Both directions. Hopefully you're all breaking a light sweat by now. I know I am. Knees together and round. Other way. Just bend your knee. And stretch. Bend. Just put your hands on the floor. You're just going to stretch the toes. So from where you are, you're just going to bring one knee to the floor and hopefully that stretches out toes on the back. And then change. So the other knee to the ground. And change. Change. And sit your heels on the floor. Just just relax here, chill out here a moment. Push your heels out so your feet are straight. Toes up. Just rest your elbows inside your knee, gently rock side to side. And heels out. And toes out. Put one hand on one knee and stretch. Change. Okay, just sit down on your left. If you can, set your heel on the floor. And change. If you can, sit your heel down. And change. Put your hands each side of your knee and just bring your head towards your knee. And change. Hands inside and bring the head down. Just as far as till you feel a stretch. You know, it shouldn't be painful, it should just be a mild discomfort. And up, hands in the center. Hands on hip, push forward. Center again. Just have your hands here and just gently let your feet out until you're at whatever your maximum is. And then we're just going to chill out there for a couple of seconds. And slowly, slowly coming in. One more, hips round. Both directions. Shake out the legs. Head side to side. Up and down. And half circles. Okay, relax, shake off. Just a quick moment. Ready? If you need a quick sip of water before we start, just get it now and then we'll get going properly. Oh wow, there's quite a lot of you. Hello everybody from Germany, Switzerland. Oh, Shaka. Okay. Okay, heel together, ready, and yawn. Okay, so start just hand on your knee. Just bend your knees. Itch, try and keep your back straight. Knee, sam, shi, go, rock, sich, ach, kyu, ju. Okay, one pace forward, your left foot, yeah, so should have your left one pace in front of your right, then just bend, sorry, one more pace, two, so two in front, and then just bend. I'll show you the other way so you can see. Yeah, so you should just be bending your back ankle, yeah, as far as it can go without your heel coming off the floor. So keep your heel down and just push your shin towards your foot, yeah. Then straighten your front knee and pull away. Itch, knee, then forward. So you want to get that angle as deep as possible without this happening, yeah? San, shi, go, rook. Don't worry too much about the front at the moment. This is with the back. Sich, hach, kyu, ju. Okay, from there, now focus your knee. So hips back, and just make sure you've got a slight bend in the back knee. And don't be too much, because we still want to have the heel on the floor. You don't need to drop it down, but it shouldn't be straight here. Yeah, you should just have a soft back knee. Then hip forward, knee. And now you should be locked. Yeah, so now the leg should be straight. San, bending, and shi. Go, rok, sich, ach, kyu, ju. Okay, so we're just going to go back and forward. The point that I want to emphasize is the folding of the back knee. Now, the knee must always point at the floor, so if your foot's too far out, then the knee points out, and then you've got an energy leak. You know, then power's going to shoot out here, and you don't want that. You want everything to go towards the target. So that requires a level of ankle flexibility, but just as much as you can, try and keep it forward and try and have the knee pointing down. Yeah, then that way, hopefully, all your power should go to the right spot. So just back and forth. Itch. And when you go forward, I want you to think about driving your foot into the floor. Ready? Knee. Some. So feel like you're really pushing your body forward by thrusting and pushing the back knee, extending the back knee straight. Shi. Go. Rok. Sich. Hach. Kyu. Ju. And change your leg. So you just want to be one pace, 2 paces forward, and bending the front knee a little. So itch. Just standing up almost, both legs are pretty straight. Then sink in, knee. San, shi. Go. Rok. Sich. Hach. Kyu. Ju. So you should be feeling with this motion, because we're keeping this knee fairly straight, the only thing that's really moving is your ankle joint, yeah? Moving back and forth. And you just want to try and keep the heel down, like we've said on the other side, and just feel it moving, yeah? Be conscious of what you're doing. Okay, so forward, hips back, and the same as the other side, just feel a slight bending of the back knee. Then forward, knee. And don't worry too much, if your stance is not what it would normally be, that's no problem right now, you know? We're just focusing on this. San, shi. Go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. So we're just going to do 10. I'm not going to count too quickly, but really in your own head, feel you're bending the knee, so relaxing that back knee so it's soft, and then feel pushing forward. Don't think I'm moving my hips forward, because then you'll swing like this. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is generate the force by extending and pushing that back knee. So hopefully that should give you the feeling that we're looking for. So, ready? Start forward. We're going to do 1 count, load back, then exploding. Itch. So feel like pushing it. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rok. Should feel like you're pushing the whole foot into the floor. Sich. Hach. Kyu. Ju. And now. And yes, so just relax a moment. That principle, that idea of relaxing the back knee and extending the back knee and using it and pushing from the floor to get your power. We're going to try and carry that through what we do today. So at some point we're going to do quite a lot of kicks, like I said, but even when you're doing the kicks, you should be, if you're not moving that in the right way, that's when you could have less power than would be ideal. You can hurt yourself because things aren't in the right place when they should be. So really be conscious of what's happening from the ground up. Okay. So just yoi, left leg forward, gambare, and then kamai, so just a little shorter. So just Gakkazuki forward, yeah? So just from there, we're just going to push in, using the back knee, the same as we've practiced, and do a Gakkazuki. Itch. Then from there, just relax, knee, so open. San, and shi. So really feel it from the back. Don't let the arms take over, don't let the shoulders take over. Go, rok, sich, hach, kyu, ju. Okay, we're going to do another 5. When you push forward, when you push in, feel like you're pushing from the ground here. So that's the power generator. That's where the energy is coming from. And then feel like you're going to close this shoulder towards this knee, towards this hip. So what we should be feeling is we're pushing from the back leg and everything squeezes to the center. So this leg is squeezing in, you're squeezing this hip forward, and this shoulder is coming in. So that hopefully gives us that sort of triangle that we want to direct our power where we're going. And like I said before, if you want to do this in a big stance, by all means, but just for the sake of feeling it a bit more, it's probably easier being a little higher than you would normally. Okay, so, from tate. Ready? Achoo! And then knee, relax. Feel it start from the floor. Nip! And relax. Sun. Ship! Go. Rock! Switch. Hutch! Cue. Last one. Ja! Hey! And change your leg. Other side forward. Like I said before, slightly shorter stance. You want to start tate and you want this back knee just to be relaxed here. And then we're going to push in. Ready? We'll do the first couple a little slower so you can feel it. Itch. And knee. So feel pushing. Feel it from the floor. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Sich. Ach. Q. Ju. Okay. I'm going to go a bit faster. Same as I said a moment ago. Feel like squeezing this shoulder, this side of the body, into the other side. And you want tension on the inner thigh here so you can direct your power straight forward. Tate. Ready. So start from the bottom, push everything in. Ash! Knee. And relax. Always relax here, yeah? Be loose. Nip! Sa. Ship! Go. Rock! Sich. Hutch! Cue. Last one. Ja! Hey! And nari. And yes. We're going to have plenty of very quick, frequent couple of second breaks, so if you need to sit, just a quick drink of water. Only a sip though, don't drink too much. Okay, so we're going to move towards kicking now, but don't forget what we've just done. That's going to go on the back burner and that will come back a little bit later. So just relax to begin with, just myogiris. This is mostly just making sure you're going through the motion correctly. So make sure you bring the knee up straight, make sure the heel is coming up towards your bum, towards your buttocks, and then just snapping forward. And yeah, we don't want too much, not too much force and power yet. We're not there. Ready, start the left. Itch. And relax. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. Rock. Sich. Hutch. Q. Ju. Okay. Same again. We're going to move on to Kyagi. So side snap kick. Yoko Kyagi. And the height for these doesn't matter yet. Yeah. So if you want to do Gedan, if you're still warming up a little bit, that's fine. Jodan equally is fine. Yeah. Up to you. Ready. Kyagi. Itch. Knee. And I know you might be watching me as well, but try to look where you're kicking. Try to look at the end of your foot. Sun. Sheep. Go. Rock. Sich. Hutch. Q. Ju. Relax. Okay, Marshigiri. Yeah, so there's two ways you can do this. I'm going to be doing it to the side, but if you want to, if it feels more comfortable for you, you can pivot to the front. So I'm going to be doing it this way. We're just going to raise the knee, snap the leg, and come down. Yeah, but if you feel more comfortable pivoting and coming back, by all means. Ready? Itch. Please make sure you're in the correct preparation position though. Knee. San, shi, go. Once again, whether you use the instep or the ball of the foot, that's your decision. Rok, sich, hach, kyo, ju. And relax a moment, again. Okay, hopefully you've got a little bit of space. We're going to go to the floor for a moment because I just want to try and isolate what the legs are doing in the kicks. Don't need too much, but just make sure you can see me. I'll give everybody a second. We're going to do mawashigeri, ura mawashigeri, and kokomi, thrust kick. But we're going to do them from the ground. And the reason for this is I just want everybody to get a feel of what the motion should feel like for just the leg, without any of the rest of the body. So I'm going to do a couple here, and then I'll do a couple facing the side. You can have your elbow down, you can have a hand out, whatever's most comfortable for you. So we're going to do mawashigeri first. So bend this knee, for those of you that have done unsu, the kata. It's a similar sort of idea with this foot. You want to have the little toe just on the ground, so you've got some support. Yeah, so you're not just relaxed here, you've got something pushing the floor. Okay, and one knee up. So mawashigeri first. You want it to come straight round, yeah? So if you can see, my leg doesn't go round here like this, or I don't know how else it could go, but just straight to the target and back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kye, je. Okay, so in the same way, we're going to do kokomi. The position changes slightly. This one is obviously a snap. Kokomi, you want to be closer in. So you want the knee quite close to the chest, and you're just going to push straight out with the edge of the foot. So you've got something around there, and you're just pushing out to the side using the edge. Ready? With this, we're going to hold it for just about a second as well, each one. Ich and knee. Relax. Knee and back. San and back. Shi and back. Go and back. Rok and back. Sich and back. Hach and back. Kye and back. Last one. Je and relax. Change your side, so you want to be on the other leg now. Same again, you want to make sure you've got the little toe just on the floor, so you've got some grounding, you're not just sliding everywhere, and then you've got something to push against. Okay, mawashigeri first, yeah, so just straight up and back. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rok, sich, hach, kye, je. Okay, kokomi, so you want the knee close in and you're going to push out at a diagonal, yeah? So not quite straight up. I mean, you could do if you wanted to, but I think that's quite a lot harder, so just about 45. Ready, ich, and then relax. Knee, and relax. Make sure kimeing at the end, make sure locking the leg, not just snapping this one. Yeah, mawashi is a snap, this is a thrust. San and relax. Shi and relax. Go, relax. Rok, sich, hach, kye, je. And change sides. Last one. So ura mawashigeri. Slightly different to the others. So mawashi, I'll show you this way. Obviously we started here because it comes around this way. Ura mawashigeri, we're going to start with the knee almost on the floor. You don't rest it, you're not sitting there, but just over to the side. And we're going to straighten the knee, so we're going to extend out and just swing around. A couple of different ways, it depends on how you want to do it. For the sake of competition and show whip on, that kind of kumite where we're scoring points, you want to use the sole of the foot. So, and you want to snap it. So as you bring it round, you want to use the sole and bring it off. Yeah, so you don't get disqualified. So it's a slapping sort of feeling. If you want to use it a bit more of a lethal way, I probably shouldn't say, but instead of using the sole of the foot, use the heel, and you can just go through. So one would be a snap like this, so snapping off. The other one is just through to the side. So it's up to you which one you want to try. So knee over here, have a little bend, slowly first. Itch and relax. Knee and relax. Sun, sheep, go, rock, sich, hutch, here, Jew. And change side. So you want the leg over to the front side of the body first, yeah? Just here, I'll show you from a different angle this time. Ready, itch. So extending out and swinging. Knee, sun, sheep, go, rock, sich, hutch, here, Jew, and thigh, and relax. Just grab your feet and stretch for a moment. If you're not used to doing this kick, you'll have very sore glutes after today. It requires a lot of control from the muscles at the side of your leg. They're muscles that actually bring your legs apart. And if you're not used to this kick, there's not really much else that you use them for. So we're going to have a stretch at the end just to make sure you can all walk. Okay. So just relax a moment. If you need some water, go get it. Just going to use Bob for the next part. Okay, so we've done all the kicks on the floor and you've used them without the rest of the body. So hopefully by now you've got a good understanding of how they should feel and how they're different. So you've got the snap for the Mawashigiri, you've got the thrusting feeling of the Kokomi, and then you have the reverse feeling, the pulling in feeling of the Mawashigiri when you come around this way. And I just want to show the starting positions for each kick and how to make it a bit easier to practice them. So Mawashigiri, obviously you're coming around this way towards the target, you're swinging in. So you want to start with the knee up and the foot just behind the body. Yeah. So if I were to stand side on, just for this example, you want the foot to be starting here, behind the torso. Yeah. Mawashigiri, you want the foot to start in front of the torso. Yeah, because it's going to come around this way, the opposite way. And Kokomi, it's the same as Mawashigiri. So it starts here, but it's much more in line there. It's not exaggerated one way or the other. And it doesn't have to be this exaggerated, but for the purpose of today's session, to make it easy, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to show a couple with Bob, but you don't need Bob at all. You can do it without. You can do it this way. But I'm just going to show you so you understand. So if I stand, so I'm almost perfectly behind Bob, you can't see me, but you will be able to see my foot as it comes out behind. So this is Mawashigiri, coming in this way. Yeah? Then I bring the leg the other way, so coming to the front. So you should be able, hopefully, to see the foot, and it swings round for Mawashigiri, and then it goes down. And then if I do Kokomi, you won't be able to see it hardly at all because I'm obviously straight behind. But it's just so you understand, so you can see there are three distinct places that you want to start your kicks. Okay, so with that said, everybody up and enjoy. Let's start facing to the side over here. So, just Mawashigiri first. So you're going to bring the knee up, snap, and down. Itch, then Mawashigiri. Knee. So remember, we're going to start in front of the body. Ura. Then Kokomi. So come straight up and thrust. San. Then Mawash. Itch. Mawash. Knee. and Kakomi. San. Yeah? Ready? So we're going to do one count and do the 3 kicks. I'm not going to count really fast yet. We're going to go, yeah, because we've got plenty of time still. So we're going to go relatively slowly, but just try and feel each kick. Yeah, make sure you're going the right path, the right way. Ready? So one count and the 3, and try and look where you're kicking. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Last one. Go. Hey. And face the other way. Same idea, other leg. Ready? Ich. Start behind the body, in front, and straight. Ni. San. Shi. Last one, kiai, go! Hey! And nare. And yes. Just breathe, relax. If you need a quick sip of water, by all means. Okay, so you're not going to do, well, you can. You don't have to do all the different kicks. The idea of doing the 3 we've done is to give you options. So you've got different tools, different weapons in the arsenal, as it were. We're going to practice them from the front foot. I'm going to show a couple with Bob. And then we're going to do it just free, basically, just freestanding. But I want you to try, and this is coming back to what we did earlier with using the knee, using the ankle. Try not to telegraph too much. So if you're doing sparring and you're fighting somebody, if you're doing a combination, it's no problem to move this because you're doing a combination. Say you're doing Kizamuzuki Mawashigeri. Yeah, so it's no problem because hopefully if you're doing it well enough, the punch, the Kizami is going to cover the move into the back leg. Yeah? But if you just want to do the kick, you don't want to just be doing this and just kicking. Yeah? Because by the time you do this, a really good fighter, a really good counter puncher might already have punched you, might already have got caught. So what I want you to feel instead is that same feeling of extending the leg and extending the ankle. I just want you to use that to push forward. So we're just going to move the feet first. I'm just going to show you to the side. Just kamae, whatever your favourite side is. We're not going to do both sides of this. If you prefer right side or left. And just push your heels towards the target. Ich, and then back. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Sich. Hach. Gear. J. Okay, same idea. Push the back heel in and just raise the front knee. Yeah, it doesn't have to even come very high. Ich. So you should end up there, yeah, with the heel heading towards the target. Then relax. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Rock. Sich. Hutch. Get. Last one. J. So it's just getting that idea in your head. Yeah. So we're going to do it with a kick now, and regardless of what kick you do, the foot movement to begin with is the same. So if you do Mawashigeri, I'm going to do everything Shudan for now, and then we'll branch out in a minute. As you raise the knee, you're pushing in. Yeah. So you're pushing in, kicking the target. Yeah. If you do, just trying to make sure it's definitely secure. If you do Kakomi, same idea. You're pushing in and you're kicking the target this way. If you do Ura Mawashigeri, same idea. And you do this way. Yeah, so it's a way of moving without too much of a telegraph, of a form movement, something for your partner to see.
So just try your best. I'm not going to do it too much with him, but that's just so you get an idea of how you can use them. Yeah, and obviously they work different heights. You can aim Jodan, you can aim sometimes Gedan. Yeah, all different ideas. Okay, so your favourite side, forward. We'll do a couple of each first, and then you can branch off into your favourite. So, I'm going to start my washigiri, call me Ura, same order. So, itch, and relax. And again, Chudan is fine, we haven't got to be reaching up too high. Ni, unless you want to. Sam. So remember, the back foot moves the same, yeah, and you don't have to skip, but that's not a problem. If you move forward a little bit, that's fine, yeah. Ready, sheep. Last one, go. Yeah. So as soon as the knee leaves the ground, the body is moving, yeah, this is the idea. Good, call me now. Ready, so this is more direct, this is more, the knee moves straight up and goes in. Try not to lean back, try not to get away here. Try not to lean out and then come back in. You want to just, from this position, raise the knee and go forward. Yeah, so it just moves in. Yeah, and these are, without goes without saying, these are full commitment. You're going to go in and you're going to hit, or you're going to completely miss kicks. You can't be, if you don't commit completely to these, they're not going to work. So you have to have a lot of confidence in what you're doing. Ready, itch. So the hip should be pushing around. Same way you did earlier, when you did this. Same idea. Ready, nip. This is very effective Chudan as well. Sup. Ship. Last one. Go. So don't worry too much about your recovery at the moment. There are things you can do where you can do these techniques and you can follow on. But the idea of today is just thinking that the first technique is going to connect. Might not happen, but that's the idea, and that's the mentality you have to have when you're throwing them. So the last one, we're on the washigiri, then we're going to branch off and do our own thing. So from here, spinning, back heel goes in, front knee raises, and you come back and do your kick. Ready, itch. And again, Chudan is fine. Yeah, I'm doing Jodan at the moment, but you can do Chudan. Knee. Sun. Sheep. Go. And Nare. And just. So we're going to do a quick exercise where you're going to be able to use any of the kicks you want. If you just want to use one, you just want to do washigiri, just do washigiri. If you just want to do ura, do ura. You know, so you can mix it up, totally your decision. The only thing I'd ask is when you try and practice it at the moment, try to practice it with this feeling of directness in mind, you know, going straight. Kokomi particularly is quite unorthodox, you don't see it very often, but it can be really, really effective, painful. It can be a very, very good kick and it's very underutilised. So, for example, you have someone that wants to DI, someone that wants to cut in and attack you when you attack. So maybe they're focused on when you kick. So as soon as you try and raise your knee, they're coming straight forward. That's a situation where it could potentially be very, very useful because as they want to come forward, as they want to attack this way, they're going to attack as soon as you raise your knee. So they actually may throw themselves onto the kick. If you raise the knee, maybe they attack, maybe they land on the kick. So although it's not often seen, it can be very, very good. Okay, so just by yourself, 10 times, any of the kicks you want, any combination of the kicks, and just try and feel it, try and do it. I'm going to do it with the target, but you don't need the target at all. So 10 by yourself. Ready, go! once you've done your 10, just relax a moment. Time flies, only 15 minutes left, not long. So what's integral to all of these? The techniques, the weapons are obviously the kicks, that's what we've done today. But how you get there, using your legs, using your hips, is obviously vital. We go over the hips a lot, all the classes, we talk about rotating in, rotating out, using them. But what's less talked about is how you do it, so using the knees, using the feet, pushing through the floor. So for the Gakkazuki, for example, you're going to turn in, but after you've turned in and the knees up here, you have to push in. So you have to use the floor. You have to press towards the target this way. You can't just go in here and then just try and use the knee. Then you're just using your leg. You're not using all the potential energy you could have from using the floor. So, and that goes for all of the kicks. Pushing the hip in quickly, coming around. Yeah, goes for all of them. So just bear that in mind when you practice. Okay. Quick sip of water if you need it, and then we'll get on to wrapping up. Okay, so I wanted to make this last part a little bit interactive. I know I can't see any of you, but hopefully you can react to what I'm doing. So I'm going to do a single attack, and you're going to do them as well in a second, but I'm just going to let you know first. And when I do my attack, whatever that attack is, whether I do a kick, whether I do a punch, something like that, I want you to try and use one of your kicks. So you're not going to move away, you're not getting away from me. The idea is as soon as I'm moving forward, you're going to attack me. So say for example, I'm going to do a Gakkazuki, say I do this. I would like it if you guys would try, as I move forward, to use that front leg, or however which way you want to do it, and either, maybe it's going to be Mawashigiri. Maybe you're going to catch me here as I move forward. Maybe it's Gakkomi. Maybe you catch me here as I try and move forward. Maybe it's Mawashigiri. Yeah, so I want you to try and think about that. So, just to warm up, left leg forward, come out. So we're just going to do a couple of Kizamizukis, a couple of Gakkazukis. These are going to be the attacks we're doing. Ready? Kizamizuki first. And just move the front foot. Yeah, and think about using the hip, pushing in. Ich! Nip! Always relax after. Stop! Ship! Go! Rock! Cinch! Touch! Yep! Ja! Hey! Okay. Gakkazuki. So same idea, small movement of the front foot. This is the kumite idea, so it's okay if you want to bring the heels up a little bit. If you want to go in deep, you can. Ready? Etch! Nep! And try and react to my voice. As soon as you hear me move, you want to move. Stop! Shake! Go! Rock! Touch! Punch! Kill! Da! Hey! Okay. Last one. So we're going to do a Gakkazuki, but it's going to be with a step. So the idea is Gakkazuki is going to move first, and then you're just going to step through and punch. Yeah. Just make sure when you do this that the arm goes first. Yeah, you don't want to walk your head onto the punch. Ready? Last 10. Start a little bit slowly, and we'll build up on this one. Itch, and then relax. Nip. Relax. Sub. Relax. Ship. Go. Rock. Sitch. Get a little bit quicker. Touch. Two more. Best two. Yep. Last one. Ja! Hey! And Nari. And this way. Okay, so we're only going to do 20. So I'm going to do 20 of one of those attacks, and I want you to think about doing one of the the kicks. It doesn't matter which one, yeah, it's whichever one you feel best using. So, I'm not going to count, I am going to ki. So when I ki, I'm obviously going to be attacking, I'm coming forward, and just react to something. Yeah, internet might not be good, so maybe don't react to my movement. Maybe when you hear my ki, straight away you want to do the kick. Yeah, so you want to try and train yourself to react. You don't just want to be moving at your own pace. Okay, ready? So decide which kick you're going to do, mix and match, whichever. Relax in between each one. I'm not going to rush through it. So you should be kicking me, hopefully. You should be using one of your kicks. 10 to go. Hopefully by now you've got me. Hopefully you've got me a couple of times somewhere. Yeah? Chulan, face, Jolan, whichever. Ready? Last 10. 5 to go. Two more, best two. Last one, okay. Hey! And narrate. And yasame. Just relax, just breathe. Hopefully that works. Hopefully you were able to react, you were able to do something. Even if you were just punching, that's fine as well, as long as you get something from it. Oh, running out of time. Okay, so I just want to do a quick stretch and a cool down. I think it's really important. If you've done a hard class, muscles are hurting, it's really important to stretch. So, quick sip of water, and we'll start stretching. I just want to try and keep it to the hour. Okay, so just from where you are, we're going to go through a kata really quickly. It's not going to be, don't think you've got to do it full powerful or anything, but we're just going to go through it to try and relax. So everything's going to be slow and we're going to cool down. So, ready? Heian Yondan. Yoi. So just slowly, nothing, no power, yeah, just control. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rok. Sich. Hach. Kyu. Ju. Ich. Ni. San. Heya. Shi. Go. Rok. Sich. Hach. Kip. Jib. Ich. Ni. San. Shit. Go. Rok. A. Sich. Nare. And the yasame. Arm round, gently, forward. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to ask them now, put them in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer right at the end. In and out. Roll wrists. Just head to one side. Don't pull hard, just rest your hand on top and stretch very gently. And other side. Very gentle. Relax and stretch. Okay, so just make sure you've got enough space. I'm just going to come down to the floor. And hands and knees position. Just hands forward and body to the ground. Just push up from your chest, yeah? So you want your legs on the floor. It's called a cobra, yeah? So just stretch the back, try and relax, only as high as you can. Downward dog. Just up onto your toes and bring one leg towards your hand. Yeah? So you're just here, this position. Yeah, and just rest the other foot on the floor. Yeah, you're going to be like this. Just walk one foot out, hand on your knee and stretch. So you push your knee out to the side. You should feel a stretching in your hip, hopefully. And back in. Just put this foot to this hand, so it's to the opposite side of your body, and just let the knee come down. And stretch. Try and lower your body. And relax. Bring the foot back in. Bring the other leg up to the side. Just stretch out. You want to try and get the body down. Walk one foot out. Push on the knee. And come back in. You want to bring the foot across to the other hand, and you just let the knee come down. So from the side, just so you can see. Should be this sort of idea. And relax. Just bring your feet together, hold your toe, and just stretch. Try and press your knees to the floor. And stretch out to the front. And relax. So last one, just put your fingers together, so lock them like this, yeah, so they're centered. Then just protract your shoulders, so push forward and push your hands down, out in front, and as far back behind your head as you can, and relax. Okay. I'm just going to quickly check some of your questions if you have any. Hopefully we should be okay. Oh, there's... Oh, excellent. The reaction works. That's good. Ah, excellent. Somebody asked if I do private lessons. Yes, I do. But you can contact me personally if you're interested in that sort of thing. But thank you very much. Everybody seems to have enjoyed, hopefully. How do I see how many? 60 people. Excellent. Okay, we'll just finish. Face forward, heel together, hands by the side. Shomani, rip. Sensei ni re. Us. Otagani re. Us. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for coming. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good class. It's been a pleasure to teach for karate at home. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to Martin and Nadja. I hope I got your name right. And it's been a pleasure. Thanks, everybody. Us. Hope you all have a good weekend.